Because the other speeches I've given you are very personal, in the back of a cab, or it's one-on-one, or it's somebody talking on the phone or something. This is a speech given, but it's not as hoity-toity as the Churchill speech. It's much more straight American English. So yeah, give this a try when you feel ready.
Mhm. I am leaving soon, and you will forgive me if I speak bluntly. The universe grows smaller every day, and the threat of aggression by any group, anywhere, can no longer be tolerated. There must be security for all, or no one is secure. Now, this doesn't mean giving up any freedom except the freedom to act irresponsibly. Your ancestors knew this when they made laws to govern themselves and hire policemen to enforce them. We of the other planets have long accepted this principle. We have an organization for mutual protection of all planets and for the complete elimination of aggression. The test of my such higher authority is, of course, the police force that supports it. For our policemen, we created a race of robots. Their function is to patrol the planets in spaceships like this one and preserve the peace. In matters of aggression, we have given them absolute power over us. This power cannot be revoked. At the first sign of violence, they act automatically against aggression. The penalty of provoking their action is too terrible to risk. The result is that we live in peace without arms of armies, secure in the knowledge that we are free from aggression and war, free to pursue more profitable enterprises. Now, we do not pro- we do not pretend to have achieved perfection, but we do have a system and it works. I came here to give you these facts. It is no concern of ours how you run your own planet. But if you threaten to extend your violence, this earth of yours will be reduced to a burnt out cinder. Your choice is simple. Join us and live in peace, or pursue your present course and face obliteration. We shall be waiting for your answer. The decision rests with you.
All right, very nice, thank you. Yeah, so that's a movie that was done decades ago in the 50s or 60s, and it was based on a H.G. Wells novel. H.G. Wells was a Victorian writer who wrote a lot of futuristic sort of things. What did you think? Was that difficult?
No, this is simple enough. All the words is,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's modern language. It's not
yeah.
archaic at all. There is no heretofore or hence and thus, nothing like that. It's very, very straightforward. Um, I noticed that you are still some of the main challenges that you had. You still have some of them, and basically, it's a case where I think it is simply necessary to just practice, to just read things. Perhaps I'm showing these too frequently. Maybe we should dwell on the same text several times
Mhm,
in order to become more accustomed to it. I'll give you an idea. Like, perfectly well that says earth, but you
mhm,
pronounced it almost like art. This art of yours. Um, so yeah, the make sure you get that th sound. Um, Again, remember last time we were talking about vowel combinations.
mhm.
Um, so something like Earth can be frustrating because phonetically it's Earth. That's how it's pronounced. But why is it when this is ear?
Hmm.
Right. So it's still ea. earth because of the th. So again, this is always the constant frustration for me as the teacher, because I don't have a rule book. There is no like rule to say, okay, well, whenever it's EAR, if there's a T after it, then you pronounce it There's no rule like that. So it's just a case of becoming accustomed to these words. Now, obviously, earth is a common enough known word
Yeah.
that you can get that. So yeah, it's because you had said ert, ert. So I think it's either the vowel combination that is giving you some trouble, or it's the th, because oftentimes people from certain countries pronounce th like a hard t. Um, like healthy, I have people pronounce it healthy. Actually, I should do it more phonetically. People legitimately do. They say healthy. I'm feeling healthy today. So it's not. It's healthy. So earth, not earth. So I think you're on the right track as far as the hard th sound, because it's th, but t, t. I think what you're doing is that you're pointing your tongue at the back of your teeth, but it's not there. It's actually on the bottom of your teeth. Th, th, like that. It's interesting because local masters has asked me, and I think I'm their best teacher. I'm not sure, or I might be just their most handsome teacher. But they've asked me to record like a series of these classes, like a full 8 classes. So I'm doing a lot of physical work in them. I'm doing like a lot of the th, the, sa, za, stuff like that, which feels odd to do. It almost feels like speech therapy for somebody, or like teaching a child to speak. But it does help. The more okay, so say this, th, say this, the, say this, sa, say this, z. It seems odd, but it actually is effective. So I think your THs, you're fine for the most part, but I do believe that you're putting your tongue, the tip, the point of your tongue, at the back of the teeth, behind the front teeth, t, whereas it actually rests on the bottom of the top teeth, th, th, like that. So just keep that in mind. Now, this is not something that I want you to worry about intensely. It happens, you know. You're not going to sound like me after 8 weeks, but I'm trying to give you the tips and the sort of the customs, the conventions of the way that we do this, and then with your own reading, writing, speaking, listening, then you'll be able to discern how these words sound. Yeah, your R's are rolling a lot still, just so you know. Now, I can't do your accent, but as an example, you began it like this. I am leaving soon, and you will forgive me if I speak bluntly. So it's almost, I sounded more like Dracula. I have a couple of students from Russia, and I can't do it. I'm an expert at accents, but it's Western European accents. So I try. If I try to do Russian, I'm like, I am leaving soon, and you will forgive me if I speak bluntly. They're like, one, two, like the Count from Sesame Street, because I sound like a Dracula or something. I am from the Carpathian Mountains. I'm here to suck your blood. It's stupid. I can't do Russian. Russian is hard because it's a whole different. They don't use an alphabet. They have that Cyrillic coding. So anyway, so yeah, luckily I'm in the position where I don't have to learn somebody else's accent. I have to teach mine, so I don't have to worry too much. But forgive. That's just one of those odd words, right? Because you've got an F, you've got a V, and you almost switched them. You almost said forgive, that sort of thing. So it's forgive. The R rolled. Before I sort of go through it and just mention a couple of the terms, were there anything in here that you had trouble with yourself?